everyone, this is Shayna Hiller from Build Your Personal Yoga Business. And today I'd like to talk about how to get your voice heard, literally. So there's one thing about discovering your unique voice, your unique skills as a yoga teacher, and there's another thing about actually what differentiates between a successful yoga teacher and maybe somebody who's maybe more in their beginning phase or a little bit more timid about truly expressing themselves. I'm actually purposely enunciating what I'm saying and providing you with some inflection, not only to hold your interest, but also to paint the picture of what I'm actually going to be discussing in this video. So there's a few components to actually how to get your voice heard without yelling, without needing to take 1,000 throat lozenges after you teach and feel completely exhausted, but to actually be able to speak and communicate and teach from your gut with an awareness of the inflection that you're providing, so that not only can your students hear you with their ears so they know what to do and they don't have to look up because the music's too loud or because your voice is too soft, but they also feel guided. They feel like you're supporting them through the way that your voice is creating an inflection. Do you see how I just did that? It's almost like you're going to be singing a song while you're teaching. Don't worry, you don't need to be a good singer to do it. One thing I would recommend is if you have anybody that inspires you, a public speaker or somebody who you listen to, a podcast, anything that inspires you, listen to not only the words that that person is saying, but also be okay with the pauses, the way that that person is sharing the information. And so when you step into a yoga room, it's not just about knowing what to say and how to teach alignment, but it's also knowing how to align your words and how to speak from your gut. I don't necessarily mean, oh, just tap into your intuition and say that. Yeah, sure, that can be part of it, teaching intuitively, but I mean literally from your belly, so that your words contain a lot more prana, a lot more energy, a lot more power. But that energy and power is not coming from trying to yell or scream or represent that authoritative figure. Because in yoga, you know, our students want to feel guided and they want to feel like they're being held and taken care of. And there is a teacher and guidance, but not forced and not screaming, because we come to yoga to chill out, right? And to get our sweat on sometimes, but not to be yelled at. So one way to practice speaking from your gut so that your voice can be heard, and guess what? When your voice is heard, people are going to look up to you in a different way, because when you're speaking from your gut, from your center, you're going to be exuding this very obvious sense of groundedness, confidence, self-knowledge, and a well-rounded teacher. This took me years to understand. It was actually more so through trial and error than it was through someone telling me how to speak through my gut. I actually did what I'm recommending to you, and I took a few moments to listen to those people who I was inspired by, who I said, whoa, I need to listen to this person. I don't even know what they're saying, but the way they're saying it is compelling. So that's really important, especially to bring people into you, especially if you're teaching Dharma talks, to be able to thread some philosophy and some meaning and some purpose into your teaching, so that it's not just words randomly shared and expressed. A way to start is, are you with me? Are you ready? Got that throat chakra cleansed out? Whatever you need to do. Ready. Take a moment and, with me, whisper, "Hi, how are you doing?" Okay, ready? "Hi, how are you doing?" Ow. That hurt. Okay, now, I want you to pretend that you've got this big bear belly. You are a big grizzly bear. And I want you to speak as deeply as you can. I know that sounds very strange. Your throat is opening up. You're connected. I actually have my hands on my lower belly. I want you to feel the energy from your belly. Ready? Hi, how are you doing? Hi, how are you doing? Woo! Take a breath. Can we bridge the two? Can we bridge that right surface throat whisper with that deep expression from the bellows, from your belly, from your center, to something in the middle that feels right for you, that's probably a little bit deeper, though, than you have been. You'll know if you're speaking from your center, if your throat is not part of it. If I want to speak from my throat, I'll speak like this, and I'll try to talk really loud. But if I speak from my center, you'll see, you'll feel, you'll hear, there's a bit more depth. There's a bit more of a baritone or a bass setting. And that actually is a vibration. Because if I'm speaking like this and I'm trying to get my voice heard, I'm going to be really exhausted and my students are going to be annoyed. And if they're not annoyed, they're going to go home feeling like this, and they won't know why. So your voice can be healing. Your voice, the way in which you teach, the sound of your voice is going to conserve your own energy. It's going to be healing for your students. And let me just say, it's a practice. This is a way to get your voice heard so you can stand out among other teachers and be able to realize that your baritone or your gut voice, your true voice, your expressed, confident, authentic, gentle, yet firm voice is not going to sound like anyone else's. So when I encourage you to reach out to those who you're inspired by and to listen to other people who do have strong voices, who you're really, compelled to listen to, I'm not suggesting to go and copy them or to imagine that you're supposed to sound like them. Use it for reference. Absolutely. Imitate it, but eventually you're going to have to find your own. And your own is going to feel maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone because maybe you're not as confident or maybe you're shyer to express yourself. So practice it like I'm doing right now when I'm alone, even though you're watching me, and get into that bear, get into that grizzly. And notice the difference between that and whispering. It doesn't need to be a struggle. You want to feel just as centered, calm, and flowy, right, as your voice and as your students will feel. Because if you feel like that when you're teaching, it's quite possible that your students are going to feel the same way. So observe how you feel. How's your throat? How's your belly? Connect with your belly. Some wonderful practices, simply breath work. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha. Like breath of fire, but through your mouth with a sound, actively pulsing your navel back. My hands were on my belly. Ha, 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 as I'm doing that. Practice it. Ask your friends for feedback. Do it as an experiment every now and then. Do it when you're at the supermarket checking out. Talk to your cashier like a bear. Just kidding, not like a bear, but something in the middle. And enjoy the evolution of your expression as a yoga teacher, because the world needs your unique voice. And it's really important also for you on your path of yoga to continue developing yourself so you can feel more confident, more joyful, and more excited to continue as a yoga teacher. So I look forward to hearing from you. As usual, any questions, comments, please post them below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and check out all the free content I have for you underneath this video. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.